Hey guys, what's up? It's Monkazunky and welcome to a new game on this channel. So we are going to be playing some FTL. There's multiple people who suggested this game for me, and there wasn't any other games that had multiple people suggest them to, so I figured, you know what, this game must be pretty good. And so far, from what I can tell, it is. So we're going to get into this. I've done a couple runs so far, and what I've found is that this game does have an extremely steep learning curve, and it's not going to be easy to know how to win right off the bat. So we will be starting on the easy difficulty, although as soon as I win the game on easy, we'll immediately go to normal, and then if I ever happen to win on normal, we will go to hard. So we'll start off with the initial ship here, although I do have one other ship unlocked, but for the first run, we'll start off with the Kestrel, which is the beginner ship, and we won't bother to rename it. I think the Kestrel is fine for now. And there is also Advanced Edition content, which is, I guess, the expansion for this game, which comes with it now if you get it. And we'll enable that. And I have not played with Advanced Edition content yet, but I imagine it's just a few new guns, a few new enemy types of ships, that sort of thing. So, anyway, we haven't unlocked any extra layouts or anything. Pretty much everything's basic. Haven't unlocked much at all. Again, as I said, I've only done a couple runs. So, we're going to go ahead and start. And essentially what this game is a space combat slash build up your ship sim. And yeah, we'll work on it. I have to get to the exits of I think 8 sectors, and if you can do that, then you win the game. But it's easier said than done, really, because there are enemies trying to kill you. So we will go to a store. It's very handy to be able to buy stuff. Right up here is I have 30 scrap. It's kind of like my currency. And there is a traveling merchant. So one thing that I've found is buying fuel is very important. So we'll buy a few of this. I have a lot of fuel now, but you also can run out very easily. And a lot of this stuff is handy to buy. Missiles can be good. A crude teleporter. Cloaking is really good as well. But obviously I can't afford any of this yet. So every time you jump, it does use up a fuel. So that's why it's important to buy multiple fuels. Okay, so let's see if we can find an enemy and engage into some combat. And it looks like we do find a well-armed pirate ship. Hand over one of your crew members and the rest can go free unharmed. So I can either give him a crew member, which is not going to happen, or we can get into some combat here. So we're going to say we'll never surrender our crew to some slavers. So I did pause the game here just so I can set up the combat. And I have some power to allocate here. I'm going to add some power to our weapons, and we'll start to charge up our burst laser, and we can aim for different parts of the enemy ship here. This is his shields, this is his weapons, this is his engine, and I typically like to go for the shields first, because if you don't hit his shields, then they can cause problems quickly, because it's kind of hard to take them down. So as soon as we take down his shields, then you can disable his weapons, and then he can't do as much damage to you. So I did get a wound off on his shield, so his shields are going to be less effective. I think we're going to go straight for the weapons now, though. That's probably smarter. This pirate ship does have a couple different types of weapons. One of them is just a laser, kind of like ours, that is taking down our shield, because we only have one shield at the moment, which can only block 1 damage. I hit the shields again, but it didn't take them out. Let's go for the weapons. And obviously in the future I will be able to upgrade my weapons and stuff like that, so it should be easier. Okay, so they're saying they're going to surrender, and they'll actually give us a crewman if they do, if we accept their surrender. I think that's a really good offer. Typically when you destroy an enemy, you get some loot, obviously, but rarely is that loot as good as a crewman. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and accept, and we have Markle here. And we can look at their abilities. It doesn't look like they're good at anything in particular, so we'll just put them in the shield, and this will make the shield recharge slightly faster. So you can have your crew walk around your ship and put them at various stations to do various things. So let's go ahead and jump now that we defeated that pirate ship. Well, they surrendered. We didn't technically destroy them. Okay, so we found empty space here. That's not very common, but it does happen. So we're still going for this exit. We just have to get out of this area before this rebel fleet, which slowly advances, reaches up to us, which is usually pretty easy to avoid. But if they do reach up to us, I believe you lose the game. I've never actually had it happen before, because, again, they're not too difficult to avoid. A dilapidated space station. We can board the station, look for survivors, which I think has a high chance of losing a crewman, or we can scrap some of the debris, and we're just going to do that. Because I don't want to lose any crewmen yet. 22 scrap is a pretty nice payout. And then we'll go ahead and go for the exit here. There'll probably be an enemy guarding it. No, there's not. Okay, I guess there is. Wow. So they want us to not fight them, and we'd have to give them a missile, a drone, and 13 scrap. Which is definitely not something we want at all. This pirate looks like it's exactly the same as the last pirate, almost. The ship layout I think may be slightly different, but very close to the same. So I don't want to use my missile weapon. I do have an Artemis missile as well, but I'm trying not to use that one as of yet. Oh, and we do have intruders as well in our ship, so we'll try to fight them. And this one looks like he's quite a bit stronger than my crewman here, so we'll put some people in the medic bay as well. Okay, so we did disable their weapons, so we should be good. Alright, we have a couple people in the medic bay. Our sensors were disabled, which means we can't see anything throughout the ship. So they're offering us 6 fuel and 14 scrap. 6 fuel is actually quite a bit, so I'm going to go ahead and accept their bribe again. I normally don't wimp out like this and accept every bribe, but that is a very generous one. So I'm assuming that their pirate left our ship or something. He might be in one of these rooms still. We'll put this guy back in the shield room. So I'm just repairing up my sensors here so I can see around my ship. It's kind of annoying if you don't. Alright, so the intruder didn't cause too much fuss. And we got 6 fuel out of that too, so the fuel is really, really good. Let's go ahead and jump to the next sector. We can go to an abandoned sector or pirate-controlled sector. So we'll run into more of these guys in the pirate-controlled. And the abandoned sector sounds nice, so we'll go ahead and go there. A number of reports of advanced ships salvaging the wrecks. Okay, well I guess nothing happened from that. There's another store here, so we're going to go ahead and visit. We have 51 scrap to spend, which probably isn't enough to buy anything cool, but we'll see. Okay, this is an ion charger, and this is a new weapon. This is a weapon designed to damage holes, and this is a weapon that shoots additional projectiles. Okay, so like you can get off more damage, possibly get more shots through the shield with this thing. Same with this ion weapon. And I think ion weapons are used to disable. Okay, so we can hire some crew disable systems. These weapons look good, and it is very important to get weapons, because if you don't, you can be in a really bad way. I think this ion weapon does sound useful, so we'll go ahead and buy this. But unfortunately, we will have to upgrade our weapons, because I only have 3 power here to allocate to weapons. And even if I take the Artemis laser offline, I still can't turn on the ion weapon as of yet. So I will have to upgrade my weapons a little bit more, and I can do that by going into the ship and upgrade where I can put more power into these functions. It's important to upgrade these, and I can upgrade the amount of power I can give as well. So I can't do that yet because I don't have enough money, but that will be the next priority. Let's go this way. It can be important just to explore a system a little bit as well, even if it does use up a bit of fuel, so that you can kill enemies and garner some loot from them. There's intruders on board our ship, and there's a lot of them as well. So they are just immediately going for our weapons. I think I will have a guy just go straight to the med bay here. And we'll fight in the med bay because we can heal up while in the med bay, so it makes us much tougher, obviously. This shouldn't be too difficult to kill these enemies. It'll just be a little bit time consuming. Like, my guys are barely losing any health because they're just immediately getting healed by the med bay. But they did destroy our weapons, and they are destroying our engines. So I'll just have to repair those quickly before we jump out of here. Okay, engines and weapons are completely destroyed. And this last guy should go down very, very quickly. And then I can just have my crew members jump over and repair these two systems. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's repair the weapons. That, I think, looked a lot more dangerous than it actually was. Luckily, they didn't breach the hull or anything. Sometimes it can be an oxygen leak. Or if they destroyed the oxygen here, that would have been a pain as well. But they didn't. Alright, so let's go repair this. There's a car alarm going on outside. Okay, so this guy is in shields, this guy is in weapons. I had one guy chilling in the med bay instead of in weapons. That wasn't a great idea, but whatever. Okay, so let's visit over here. See if we can't find any enemies to combat. A rebel ship. Okay, so they do have a drone, and this thing is going to attack me unless I attack their drone center, which is over here. I need to put some more power in my weapons. So I can use my ion weapon, I just cannot charge my burst laser while I'm using it. I'll go for the shields with my ion weapon, and if I can take that down, that's going to be really, really handy. So this drone is going to be constantly taking down my shield, which is very, very annoying. So I think their shields are offline. They're only offline for a short amount. So the ion weapon did take out the shields, but I just, not enough time. I would have to have both of these weapons active in order to get a hit off on the shields, but you can time it like that. So I'm going to try to take out their shields. Okay, now I'm going to go for... Their weapon can't do anything because this weapon cannot penetrate shields. If I take out their drone bay. So I'm going for that now. Oh, and their shields are back up. Their shields did repair quite quickly. I'll worry about fixing the ship once we're done. And you can repair your hull at stores. It's not usually too expensive. 1 fuel and 16 scrap. You know what? This time we're not going to accept surrender. That's a pretty crappy offer. Oh, and you got a hit off on there as well. So this place is on fire. Okay, the ship is destroyed, finally. And we got a much better reward, but we did kind of pay a price for it here. So one thing that you can do to destroy fire... Well, actually, I have to repair my doors first. And I have to be careful because these people can't heal. Okay. As soon as my doors are repaired, one thing I can do is open these up. And then the air will get to them and it'll put out the fire. Eventually, these should be going out. There we go. Okay, so now I can repair these stations without my crew members being damaged. So we'll put him and her in the medbay. This might be a girl. I don't know. His name's Markel, so probably not. And medbay heals up pretty quickly, and then this guy can go over and repair the engines. You go back to shields. So yeah, our hull is damaged pretty bad. About 50% damage, so we really have not been doing too well this run. But it's just the first one, so that should be fine. I probably do want to upgrade my engines, because that will allow me to dodge a lot more shots. That one's very important. It's very important to upgrade your shields as well if you can. So one of these guys is hurt. Williams. This guy. We'll have him heal up really quickly just while we look at the upgrades. Okay, so upgrading the shields would cost 20, upgrading the engines would cost 15. We're going to upgrade the engines once. And then what we can do is we can take power away from the medbay and add all of this to the engines. And I don't need the medbay unless I'm healing someone. So if we get in a situation where we need to heal a crew, we'll take some off the engine and put it back in the medbay, but for now I don't need it. I come across a badly damaged Lanius craft, and okay, so we get 37 scrap, 2 fuel, and a drone. Very nice. We'll jump into ship upgrades here again, and we'll get another power bar. And I think we'll get another shield as well. So we do require 1 extra shield to go into 2 shields. It requires 2 bars of shields, but we're halfway there. I really would like to get into 2 bars of shields. That would help out significantly. So okay, so there's a pirate ship orbiting a nearby moon. We could dock with the ship, and unfortunately he does not have anything that we can afford. 3 damage to our hull. Okay, so that's not good. I think it's time to use our Artemis missile here. So now we will be able to use both of these weapons, because this guy does look a little bit dangerous. He has a defense drone, he has an attack drone, and he has this weapon, which if the drone takes down our shields can do a significant amount of damage. So we have a few hull breaches. We have a breach in the engine room, a breach in this room, and a breach in the med bay. So people in those rooms are going to gradually lose oxygen. And the med bay is offline. The engines are damaged. Okay, so we want this missile to get through and just hit the shields. Actually, I think we want to hit the drone control, because this drone is going to take down our shields. If we can just get rid of this drone, then we're really under no threat. So this guy's repairing the hull breach there. So we will begin to use up missiles, and I don't like using up missiles unless I have to, because okay, so the drone bay is taken down. So this drone will no longer attack us. So I can just go for the shields now. I don't need to use any more missiles. They're offering 3 fuel and 18 scrap. It's pretty good. And a drone. We'll just go for that just so we don't take any more damage or anything. I think that's fine. Okay, so this guy is going to get damaged while trying to repair this room. I'm going to have this guy try to repair the mid bay. I need him to get out before he dies. And Roper is dying as well. The med bay. So we'll have to cycle crewmen in and out to get these all repaired. Okay, so the med bay is good now, so I can have people go in there. Just need to put some power to it. Now they'll start to heal up gradually. And then I can go repair this last room. It's a process, folks. Probably do want to just look at the upgrades really quickly here. It is important to upgrade the doors, because then it's a lot harder for intruders to invade. Okay, I think we're good with what we got at the moment, though. Hopefully this guy can repair the rest of this without dying. And I think you were over in the engines. Okay, so this is now repaired. Even though this guy's on low health. He'll heal up a little bit, and then I'll send him back to weapons. So that was our first, I guess, dangerous bit of combat. There is a distress signal over here. So we'll go over here. Distress beacons, I think more often than not, are pirate ships. Okay, so there's a mantis ship being attacked by Lanius. We could rescue the mantises, which I'm gonna do. So, okay, this thing has multiple guns. Not a whole lot of defense though. Like its hull is decent but not great. We'll just immediately go for the guns and try to get them offline, because it does have a couple weapons here. And we will have to deal with the shields a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, we did land 1 hit on their weapons, which is going to slow down. So they can only use their rocket now. Oh no, we need our weapons to be repaired. They're just going directly for our weapons with this rocket, which is very, very not good. Okay, so this thing does pack quite a punch with its rockets. I think I underestimated this one a little bit. Okay, I got their weapons damaged yet again, but their rocket is still going. And our oxygen room is damaged. So it's very important to get that fixed. Because if I run out of oxygen, we're kind of screwed. Our hull is nearly destroyed as well, because this rocket thing is just kind of messing us up. Okay, so we destroyed the enemy, but our hull is just about dead. Got some rockets. And then the Mantis gave us a weapon and some scrap. So we got a bunch of stuff now. We got a lot of raw resources. Unfortunately, we're also almost dead. That's the main issue. So if I can get to a shop or something. I don't see any other shops nearby, but if we can get to a shop, we can spend some scrap to heal up our hull. Okay, I think we're good for now. Jump to the next sector. We have to go back here. So we have plenty of fuel. In the past, fuel has been a problem for me. In this run, not at all. Fuel is completely fine. So we can go to a rebel-controlled sector or an abandoned sector. Maybe we should have taken the northern path because there's a lot more civilian sectors, which I believe you get more shops and less enemies in those. Okay, rebel-controlled or abandoned sector. We're going to go for the abandoned again. I think we had luck with the last one. Okay, so we really need a store. Here's a store. Perfect. Just in time. Hopefully we don't have to fight anyone to get to the store. Okay. So we can fix the entire hull. It's 54 scrap. But I think it's worth it because it keeps us from dying. We can sell one of these. Okay, so we have a burst laser 1. We could just use both burst lasers. It does require 4 power. Or we could use an ion and a burst laser. I don't think we're gonna... The Artemis is good. It doesn't sell for a whole lot, though. That's the only problem. I think we are going to sell the Artemis just because I don't see myself using that at all in the future. And there are some decent weapons here. But what I think I'm going to do is upgrade weapon control one more time. And we don't have quite enough to upgrade another power bar, but as soon as we get another upgrade, we can do that. So I can just remove power from the med bay, and now I can use the ion, or I can use both of the burst lasers now. So that's good. And I would like some more cash, and when I get some more cash, I'll upgrade shields once more. There's a distress signal up here, so we'll go up here. It'll be important to get some more power to the engines as well, so we can evade stuff. And there was nothing there. Alright, fair enough. Danger. What's this? Oh, it's a pulsar moon. There's a Millennium ship that comes to intercept us. Okay, pulsars can disrupt my shields and drones. I'm not using my drones for anything. Drones can be very useful. I've just, when playing this game, I've never found a good one. So this ship has a hacking system as well, and they can temporarily disable one of our systems, which we really don't want. We're going to use our ion to take down their shields, and then use the burst laser to hit their weapons, because they do have 2 weapons here, and of course they go right for our shields. So yeah, our shields were hacked, so they don't really work. Okay, so we did take down their weapons. Perfect. And I'm going to go for their hacking unit next. Actually, no, never mind. I'm going to go for their shields. That's a terrible offer for surrender, so I don't think we're going to do that. Okay, so their shields are temporarily down yet again. I'm going to go for this hacking unit. Okay, their hacking unit is down. So the pulsar moon can still... Their weapons are starting to go back up, so we'll aim for those. The Pulsar Moon can still take down our shields, but their hacking unit can't. And they're dead. Okay, cool. And we got much more scrap from that. So let's just go ahead and jump to get out of here. There is another store, but there's also Distress Beacon. I just visited a store, so I think we're good. We have, we don't have enough scrap to buy like a good weapon, and I already have things that I want to buy. So we're gonna ignore the signal here. Going down to the surface to investigate more often than not results in a crewman dying, so I really don't want that to happen. I'm gonna add some power to the med bay just to heal this guy up. I think we're good everywhere. Okay, we do need to buy another power here. It's important. And I think we're going to buy one more power as well. So we can fully charge our weapons now, and we can fully charge our engines. So what we're saving up for right now is one additional power bar and one additional shield bar. And then I think we'll be good. So that might take 50 scrap or something like that, but we'll get there. We'll visit a couple locations on the way out. We won't take the most direct path. A pirate ship. And it looks like he has dual lasers. Alright, fair enough. I'm gonna try using both of my burst lasers and just having both of them just go directly for the weapons, try to take those weapons offline. This should fire 5 shots, and hopefully not too many of them miss. Boom. There we go. Perfect. And now both of my lasers go for the shields. That's actually very effective. I might want to use this over the ion weapon in the future. It's powering up its FTL. It's trying to escape. So we can hit the engines, and we'll probably kill the pirate ship with this shot, so it's irrelevant. But you can attack the engines when they're trying to escape. And then they're done. That's kind of a crappy offer for surrender. And it just took one more hit that was already fired at them. Well, we got more scrap from not accepting their offer to surrender, but less fuel. Oh well. Okay, so we just need one more power bar, and then we can have another thing of shields. And we literally just need 8 more scrap. We should get that soon. I'm really liking these dual burst lasers, though. I mean, it's probably... Oh yeah, we're gonna attack the Lania's ship. Uh-oh. He does look like he has... That might be an ion weapon. I haven't exactly memorized what they do yet. We're gonna use the same strategy as last time, though. And then he has a beam here, which can hit multiple rooms and do a lot of damage. I think it does like 1 damage per room it hits, but it can't go through shields. So if the ion weapon took down our shields, that would be a really effective way to deal with us. Okay, so we completely took out their weapons before they could even fire, which is great, because I'm using laser weapons, which typically charge pretty fast. And took them out in 2 shots. We're pretty powerful. 30 scrap. And we get a crewman as well. Okay, he didn't kill anyone or anything. That's good. They can sometimes, so I was a little bit worried about that. We'll have him go to the shields, so my shields will charge a little bit faster. Get another power bar. Oh yeah, we'll need to take some power away from the medbay. But now we have 2 levels of shields, and the shields will recharge quickly. Why am I losing oxygen? What the heck? This guy doesn't like... Oh dear. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I have power to the oxygen. Close these doors. I guess this guy like emits antioxygen or something. That's what it looks like. That's my only explanation. So that just means you'll have to be in a room where no other crewman is, which is fine. Must be a special type of alien. We can look at him. Drains oxygen from rooms. So they're friendly enough, but they'll kill you if you hang around them too long. Okay. Most aliens require oxygen to live. This specific type of alien does not. We'll have to put him in a room. I guess we'll put this guy in engines, unless he has some sort of special ability. He's good at fighting enemy crew. And, not necessarily great at anything else, but we'll just put him in the engines because this is way at the back of the ship and he's not really going to bother anyone back there. And there we go. Alright, so just required a little bit of micromanagement, but we're fine now. And a nearby station just gives us a whole bunch of supplies for free. Which means we could upgrade another power bar and then have, we just don't need to charge the med bay unless it's in use though, so I don't think that's a wise decision. I would like to upgrade my doors though. Okay, so the doors are going to decrease the chance that the ship gets caught in fire and decrease the chance that enemies board it. Okay, so we're traveling to the Slug Home Nebula, which means we'll be in nebulas all the time. Nebulas are really annoying because it means you can't see rooms that crewmen aren't in, but it additionally means that the rebel fleet moves more slowly towards you, which isn't really a big deal. We can visit a couple places here. Yeah, so I just can't see my rooms for the most part, which is... Oh, this guy's quite strong. They use remote hacking system to sabotage our oxygen production system. So our oxygen is going to drain. We'll try to use an ion here to take out their shields, and then follow up with a burst laser on their weapons. It only took out one thing of their shields. Okay. We'll go for their shields again. And then I really need to get this weapon down. I did damage their weapons. So the ion does charge fairly fast, which is nice. Okay, their weapons are temporarily down. Well, they just fixed them again, so they're not, but... Oh, and the ion missed their shields again. That's not good. Their weapons are again temporarily down. Again, this probably isn't going to remain the case for long, but as long as we can keep those weapons down, that's really a good thing. I don't think this ion laser is that effective. I'm going to try just using the burst laser instead. So our oxygen is at 14%. But it's not damaged, it's just, it's being hacked. We just need to take out this enemy ship. Oh my goodness. We're not going to take out the enemy ship quick enough, and we're losing crewmen. Okay, so we only have one crewman alive at the moment, because we just couldn't take out the enemy ship quickly enough, it looks like. Wow. That really sucks. My weapons just weren't powerful enough to get through that shield in enough time. So I lost all of the crewmen except for the one that's invulnerable to not dying to oxygen. Yeah, this isn't going to go very well. That's like the worst possible thing that could have happened. Purchase an unknown weapon for 45 scrap. Man. Well, he doesn't... He has two weapons. It looks like two burst lasers. And just one shield. But we only have one crewman. That's the thing that I'm worried about. I think we're good on weapons, though. That's the thing. We're going to attack him and just see how this goes. Okay, don't need the medbay right now. We're just going to set both burst lasers on the weapons. Which is what I should have done all along in the last battle as well. Okay, their weapons are almost charged. They're going to get a shot off. Yeah, it's really not good. Okay, we got their weapons damaged. Oops, sorry. Okay, their weapons are temporarily out, so we can go for the, I guess, oxygen. Might be fun to go for. I never really go for attacking the oxygen. It's trying to escape. Okay, well, we'll go for the engines now. Try to get those down. I don't think that's a good enough offer to surrender. I would really like to loot a crewman, which is rare to happen, but if we could manage it, it would be awesome. Okay, so I don't think we took any hull damage. Okay, so we got a slightly better reward from killing them. If we could get to a store, recruiting a crewman would be awesome as well. Or multiple crewmen. Oh dear, there's intruders on board. One thing I can do is this guy's invulnerable to not having oxygen. So you know one thing we can do is just open up every single door in the ship. And then the intruders will start to slowly die of oxygen deprivation unless they're the same race as this guy. Which, this is a slug ship. I don't think this guy is a slug enemy. Alright, well we'll try that. See how that works. Open up this door as well. I can just leave these doors open until I buy a human crewman or something like that, or an alien that requires oxygen. So they're taking out my doors at the moment, which is fine because my doors are already open. And now they're going for my shields. Oh, that's really not good. So my door systems are destroyed. Okay, their weapons are, well, their weapons were down for a second, but immediately repaired again. I'm really hoping that these enemies in the ship, I can't see because we're in the nebula at the moment, but I really hope they're dying to this oxygen deprivation. And if your FTL does charge before, okay, one more hit and this guy's done. His weapons are out, his shields are out, he's done. What do we get? Some fuel and a bunch of scrap as well. Okay, let's go ahead and jump and just... Oh, there's a store here. Perfect. Just hope there's no more aliens in the ship. Okay, we can... I'm actually going to... well, first of all, repair my door system so I can close the doors, and then I'm going to hire some crewmen. But I have to make sure the ship is filled with oxygen before I do that, otherwise they'll just die. This guy does take a little while to repair stuff. It would be cool to recruit more aliens of this type, but I don't think the store is offering any. Okay, we'll keep this guy chilling in the pilot room. I think that was a good place to put him. Alright, so oxygen gradually will spread through the ship. We might have to wait just a little bit. Okay, this place is good. This place is good. This place is... As long as they're just pink and not like really pink like this. This means there's no oxygen. All the doors are closed. Alright, so hopefully we're good enough to recruit some crewmen now. Glaive beam. Okay, so this room, or this gun, does a ton of damage. But it requires 4 power to use. And you have to take out an enemy's shield to use it. I do want to get it just because it does a ton of damage, but... Man... Okay, so this one gradually charges faster over time. This gun does no physical damage but ignites fires. So these two can't get through shields, that's the only problem. Like, the beams aren't that useful unless you have like a really good ion weapon to take out shields. This is a Zoltan. They can power ships' systems. We'll try him out. He's good at repairs, I suppose. But these NG are really bad. Okay, this one is better at manning engines. We'll get these two. Okay, get her out of there. And this guy, I guess he'll man weapons. So this should increase our evade chance by +5 or something like that, which is nice. And the engine is getting additional power just because this guy's there. Alright, we're good. We're good. Let's visit this other store, though. Just see what they have to sell. Some more crewmen. Okay, the shields charge a little bit faster. That's decent. This person is good at manning engines as well. Man, getting a lot more evade chance would be nice. I think we are going to recruit that crewman. We'll have to sell this ion laser, but it's been useless to us so far, so that's fine. Don't die. And the ship is entirely inhabited by aliens at the moment. We have 0 crewmen at all. Huh. Maybe only one person can increase the evade? It looks like only one person can. That's unfortunate. I didn't know about that. We'll have this dude go to shields, though. Increase the shield recharge rate by a little bit. Alright, I think we're good. We'll have to go to one previously discovered location. I think we're back in business, though. We have 4 crewmen, which is enough. All aliens, which is awesome. And there's no enemies, so we can just go directly to the next sector. We can go to the Zoltan and Homeworlds, and we have a Zoltan on our ship, so maybe that will help us out. Make them less likely to kill us or something. Well, it's an empty room. We'll go to the distress beacon and see what's up. Oh, it's an asteroid field. These are not good. We can kill the Zoltans and save the Mantises. You know, last time we did that, they gave us a crewman, so I think we're gonna do that. Oh, I guess we're attacking the Mantis ship, not the Zoltans. Never mind. I'm not even sure what we're doing. So they do have 3 Mantises on board, and they have a teleporter as well, which means they're going to teleport a dude over to our ship, which is not good. It's no bueno. Okay, we're just going to do our standard procedure of going by the weapons. Okay, so we have a Mantis here. Let's try to take him out with our strong fighter. And he's not going to be able to kill the Mantis just on his own, on his lonesome, because the Mantis are very, very strong fighters, to my understanding. Let's see what the Slug can do. Can the Slug kill it? The Slug's just getting destroyed. I think this is our only decent fighter that we have left. Okay, he went back to his ship. Alright, we did take out their weapons temporarily. They are being fixed. Oh, they sent another dude over. That's very annoying. So we'll try to do some damage to him with Yevon C here. And get out of there when he's low health. It looks like he's stunned or something. I didn't want him to take out the oxygen in this room. Okay, so asteroids will continue to, like, pelt the ship, which is really bad. Okay, the Mantis ship is finally destroyed. Got some fuel, got a decent amount of scrap. Nothing amazing. No, I want you to move here. I keep on opening doors by accident. Alright, so asteroids are hitting our ship now, which is annoying. But our shields should be able to take care of them. I want to heal up this guy. And we're still waiting for the FTL drive to charge anyway. With 2 shields, we should be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and jump. Another distress beacon. Hopefully this one isn't in an asteroid field. I'm not going to send my crew in a shuttle. We'll dock and try to rescue the survivors. We get some scrap but damage to our hull. Which is not a good thing. Oh, our pilot room is damaged for some reason. Took a little bit to fix that. I think we're just going to make a beeline for the exit. It can be smart to explore, but... oh no. It's a pirate ship, but they do not have a teleporter, so they can't board us, which is nice. They do have a decent amount of shields, though. I might want to go directly for these shields this time and try to take those out instead of going directly for the weapons. Taking the weapons out would be very nice as well, but I think that might be a rocket there. If that's a... yes, that is a rocket. Never mind, we're going for the weapons. We took the rocket offline temporarily, but the slug is going to fix it. We really want that rocket down, because the rockets can do a lot of damage. And their laser is firing 4 times. That is extremely frustrating. Four shots from the laser, because our shields can only block 2 of those. Okay, we do have a hull breach. Oh my goodness, this shield is just completely destroying us. I might need to get this guy out of here. I'm gonna need you to repair the med bay, because we'll probably need to be using the med bay soon-ish. We could jump out of here. You know, I think we're gonna do that, because we're just getting destroyed by this pirate ship. Any ship with a rocket is very, very hard. Okay, we're gonna participate. Any ship that has rockets is extremely hard to avoid. We'll repair our sensors here and our doors. Because the rockets can go through the shields and they just do so much damage. Okay, our doors are repaired. I'm going to heal up this guy quickly before we jump. And we will have to find a shop fairly soon as well, so that we can repair the hull, because it's below 50%. There's no shops nearby though. We're just going to head to the next sector. No, I don't want to trade 3 fuel for 3 drones. I'm not. Okay, there is a store, so we're going to visit that pretty quickly before we get out of here. We could recruit a jack. Okay, we're going to fix all of the damage. A drone control would be good. Clone bay, mind control. All these are good, I just can't afford them because I fixed my hull. This guy's really good at evasion. Oh well, not much we can do about that to recruit those guys. Well, I guess I could check over here just to see if we can't pick up 20 scrap. And we could go back and recruit that human. There is a pirate cruiser. It looks like... I don't think these guys have a rocket though. So they should be significantly easier to take down, but they do have shields. And a lot of them. Okay, we'll go for the shields. I'm not entirely sure what this gun over here on the left is. I know this one is just your standard fare. Probably double burst laser. Okay, this gun looks like it's a lot less intimidating than I initially thought. And hopefully we'll just pick up 20 scrap from this fight. Okay, their shields recharge very, very quickly, so we really need to take these down. Their shields are damaged, so they only have 1 shield, and they just fixed it immediately. Their repair alien. Okay, they're offering us 28 scrap. We're just going to take that. And our oxygen is damaged. We need to repair that quickly, otherwise the crew will begin to die. Would rather that not happen. I'm going to heal up Bjorn. Okay, so we did get the scrap that we needed to hire that human that's really good at evasion. Because evasion is important. Okay, we're going to hire him. Oh, and immediately get him out of there. Need to move this guy around. I'm not entirely sure where we're going to put this guy. I mean, all he's really good at is combat. Okay, so our evasion should increase significantly up to 32%. So we're going to dodge 32% of the shots that go at us. Okay, it looks like our doors are now more powerful with this guy in here. So maybe that's not entirely a bad thing. Alright, let's go to the exit now. And jump to the next sector, because the rebel fleet is almost here. Another slug-controlled nebula. So we won't have to worry about the rebel fleet here, although I never really do. There's another store, I just don't have any money to spend, so I don't think that's useful at all. There's another store, yet another one. Okay, so we are kind of taking a roundabout way here. I'll visit the store just in case. I mean, I might want to pick up some extra fuel. Yeah, we'll buy some fuel just in case. Because I found sometimes you can go several battles in a row without picking up any fuel at all as a reward. Oh dear, there's intruders on board, and they have a ton of shields. Left control and aim can cause him to auto fire. Okay, so these should auto fire on the shields, and then I can just worry about the crewmen here. So there's two. Oh, they're taking out our oxygen. We do not want that to happen. Want to get this crewman out of here. Him too. Okay, so our oxygen was taken out. I'm a little bit worried that these enemies might just be way too strong for us. That's kind of what it's looking like right now. We might be able to take out these enemies now, which is good. More intruders detected though, and one of our aliens just died. And our medbay is disabled, so we can't even heal the crew. This is not good. Yeah, we're gonna jump out of here. We're kind of screwed. The problem is, the fights are gonna get more difficult. Oh my goodness, and this guy is way too hard to take out. Okay, he never noticed us, which is good, but the fights are gonna get more difficult from this point on, not less difficult, so it looks like, as things currently stand, my weapons are just not powerful enough, and same goes for my shields. So we did lose the crewman that was manning engines, so this guy will have to go back there. The reinforced doors did not stop them from boarding us last time, so. Alright, I don't know how much longer we'll make it, but another store. I really wish I could buy some better weapons, but I can't afford anything. We'll just head to the exit, try to get as far as possible. Wow, another free sector. Okay, so there's only 2 left. Mantis controlled, we'll go for that over the rebel stronghold. Another empty sector, that's like 3 in a row, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. This Mantis bomber. Well, they are way too powerful for us to take out. We're gonna have to go for the shields. Yeah, and they're gonna send Mantis over to attack us. Our weapons are not gonna be powerful enough to get through their shields really at all. Okay, we'll send these guys over here to fight in the med bay. I just can't send this guy over because he'll drain the oxygen, unfortunately. I do need these guys in weapons. This guy in weapons. In order to use all of my weapons, though. Okay, well, we're gonna jump because we're gonna die. Oh, and the mantis are still aboard our ship. Oh dear. And there's a border drone as well on our ship. I'm gonna have to put this guy, which means we can't evade, in the med bay, but this is the only way that we can fight them, really. Okay, well, I can't jump. And I think there's a border drone. Yeah, that's just gonna kill my captain. This may be the end. Hull critical, shield critical. And this guy is still pretty much full health. We can take one more hit. No! Alright, we died. So I did get a new high score, which is decent, I suppose. Well, it looks like I didn't get a new high score. I got a new second best score. The stats and achievements are pretty cool. Didn't unlock anything. I know there's an achievement for, I think, just getting, yeah, get to Sector 8, which we are on Sector 7. It would have been cool to unlock that. Alright, well, unfortunately we did not reach our goal. We got fairly close, but really we had zero shot of winning the game with such a weak ship. I think our weapons were just so weak they couldn't do anything to enemies. I'll have to learn a bit more about like what weapons work together and which ones are good to prioritize getting and all that, but I didn't use any of my missiles. That might have been a big mistake, so I'll try to do that next time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll probably do some more FTL soon in the future and try to learn better how to do this game. It is pretty fun, but also kind of involved, so yeah, farewell.